Hello, I'm Cincinnati Man, here to talk about episode 3 of the miniseries Mr. McMahon, titled Screw Job. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not expect to refocus on the wrestling and the business after everything that happened in episode 2 with the Ring Boys assault and the female referee assault and the steroid trial and all this other stuff in this one. I was like, how am I? And it got me. It got me. I was sucked back into stuff that wasn't as bad, but was as. Hey, you know what's funny when people do this like hilarious thing, like oh Hulk Hogan's lies to people and everything. You try. Hey, if anything, this episode confirmed he lied. Hey, he'll lie to Vince. He'll lie to the fans. He'll lie to the government. When they was trying to prosecute Vince for some steroids, he was like, I told him, man, y'all say whatever you want. Then when I got there, I said something different because I looked at Vince and me and Vince talked to him. He was like, hey, we went up together, we go down together. I'm like, what kind of shit was you into, Hulk Hogan? Where Vince was like, hey man, don't you say nothing. But I was interested when Bret Hart was like, okay, Vince never told anybody to take steroids. I was like, what? Because if you want to find something negative, you want somebody to keep it real, you go to Bret Hart. When Bret Hart was like, look, he didn't tell nobody to do it, but everybody was doing it because it was the nature of the business. Respect. Um, I was yelling at the TV. Yelling at the TV. I was yelling at my laptop when I was watching it. When Vince was like, yeah, I was really hurt when people left and with the WCW. I was screaming like, that's what you did when you were taking over the territories. I loved when they brought it back and other people was like, well, that's what you did. And he was like, no, it's different. I'm not out to hurt you. I'm out to be competitive and win. They're like, is there a difference? He's like, well, what I say is contradictory, but as a businessman, I have to do basically saying that he has to put the business before his actual feelings, which it kind of made sense what he was trying to say, but at the same time, it was like, oh, this motherfucker crazy. Um, I was screaming at the laptop like, I'm tired of the screw job. I'm tired of it. And I got sucked back in. I got sucked back into it. I'm a casual. I watch the documentaries on it and everything, but every time you watch how it's beautifully set up, I gave 14 years in this business. That's a horrible Brett Michaels impersonation, whatever. I gave 14 years in this business, and you do this to me? You do this to me? It's like, yes. The most amount of memorable moments is the champion losing in his hometown. Yes. Also, when Shane pointed out, like, my dad told him all the ways he can make money at WCW by showing other loopholes in the contract and everything. And part of me is like, yeah, you saying that, but I feel like Brett's loyal. I've seen different things over the years, so it's like it sounded like Vince understood, like, hey, look, I know you gonna make like 50 to 100 million more, whatever with them, whatever. You're gonna make way more money for less work. Just give us the belt. And Brett's like, no. So guess what? I'm gonna say something that a lot of you always say, Brett got screwed over and everything, and Vince did the right thing. Wrestling you did the right thing. Hey, you leaving? I know you leaving. Just give me the belt back. No, I don't want to get the belt back. It's scripted. It's scripted. And Bret Hart got the right to feel how he wants to feel about it. But when I was watching it, I was like, yeah, you should have screwed him over. I agree with it. America. But all that WCW stuff, I was like, okay. I was like, back to Vince. But I just got caught up in the New World Order and all that stuff. And it was just like, as a casual, shout out to my friends that watch it way more than me. And I watch clips here and there. It makes me wonder what would Cody Rhodes be as a heel in WWE as a casual. Cause I watch him saying nice stuff to people and pat people on the back and everything, but it's like, will we ever get a heel run of Cody Rhodes in the WWE? That would be crazy. Anyway, so yeah, back to wrestling with this episode, and honestly, it kept my attention. Every time I thought I didn't want to see it, I was like, I just got sucked into it. So this episode was interesting from a business standpoint. Like I said before, don't expect Vince Diddy in every single episode. If you went this far and you in episode 3, you're like, where's Vince Diddy? Vince Diddy ain't in this episode. Well, I'm Cincinnati, man. Take care.